Hello, my name is Nijayanti. My student ID number is 60360. In these good occasions, I would like to make a vlog about one of the theory in international relations. Can you guess what it is? So, it is about Marxism. Have you heard about Marxism theory before? If yes, what do you think about it? Well, now I will try to tell you about Marxism theory in international relations. So without any further ado, let me jump into the explanations about this theory. Karl Marx was known as an important figure of Marxism theory. When Karl Marx co-wrote the Communist Manifesto with his friends Friedrich Engels in 1848, he had no idea that his worldview would still be affecting the social sciences over 150 years later. Marxism is a powerful critical theory. Marxist theory has an intellectual heritage that stretched back to 1848, although it only became a powerful force in Western international relations after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Marxism interprets the world through the lens of historical materialism, in which all political phenomena can be explained through the lens of economics. Marxism focuses on the economic foundations of international relations. It argues that the distribution of wealth has at least as much impact on international relations. Many Marxists go even further, claiming that economic relations determine political outcomes. Money, they say, makes the world go round. Marxism also focuses on the ways in which rich and powerful classes dominate the poor around the world. This is why Marxism presents an unfamiliar and unsettling image of international relations. Then, what is the organizing principle of Marxism? So, Marxism's main organizing principle is capitalism, which is the global systems by which goods and services are produced and distributed on the basis of market relations. In human terms, capitalism has produced two socio-economic classes, which are the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. Members of the bourgeoisie own the means of productions, which is the systems by which goods are made and distributed. These include everything from the mines where resources are extracted to the factories where manufactured goods are produced, to the stores where they are sold. The proletariat, on the other hand, works for the bourgeoisie. Proletarians exchange their labor for a fixed wage that represents only a small fraction of the total value of their works. According to Marx and his successor, the history of capitalism has been a history of struggle between these two socio-economic classes, with the proletariat trying unsuccessfully to free itself from the economic hegemony of the bourgeoisie. Marxists argue that an international order based on an unjust distribution of wealth will prove unstable. Why? Because it will encourage the poor to overthrow the system that keeps them destitute. Then what is the goal of Marxism theory? The goal of Marxism is to create a society in which justice determines a fair distribution of wealth, leading to a society in which all individuals can achieve their potential without the advantages or disadvantages currently granted by their positions in the world capitalist system. And then let's move to concepts and assumptions in Marxism theory. As Marxism focuses on class conflicts, Marxism identifies socio-economic classes as the main units of analysis. States, normally thought of as the main actors in international relations, are relegated to secondary status as mere puppets of the socio-economic elite. A state's national interest is therefore determined by the interests of its bourgeois, making the state as a mark for its socio-economic elite. A corollary of this assumption is that Marxists believe that wars are fought on behalf of bourgeois interests. In order to motivate the proletariat to fight on behalf of its bourgeois masters, states use the language of nationalism, which is cloaking a war's economic goals in patriotic fervor. And then now let's compare Marxism with realism and liberalism to see the differences between these three theories. First, unlike realists, Marxists believe that states act internationally to ensure their elites' access to resources and markets around the world. They act domestically to suppress the rebellious tendencies of their national proletariat, sometimes through coercions and sometimes through co-options, by buying their loyalty with goods and services taken from peripheral states. Second, unlike liberals, Marxists have no faith in the ability of regimes and international organizations to improve the conditions of proletarians in international society. After all, the state responsible for the development of regimes are merely marks for the bourgeois classes who control them. As a result, any regimes they create will be designed to benefit their bourgeois masters. The proletariat will never receive an equal share of the benefits accruing from regime formations, reinforcing the dominance of the bourgeois in the world capitalist system. So that's all about Marxism theory that I can deliver to you. I hope you enjoy my video. Thank you and see you on my next vlogs.